for absolute divorce in this matter. It's a very, very short-term marriage. The parties were just married in September of 2023. And what we have, Your Honor, is that the crux of this case, and really the only asset of this marriage, comes down to the parties prior to their marriage purchased a home at 1047 Yellow Creek Highway. My client put down a significant down payment on the home. Well, the down payment was put prior to the marriage, and the purchase was right after the parties married. The property is approximately between $700,000 and $800,000 home, has a significant mortgage on it.
In my last video, where I refused to side with a man who was trying to insert himself in a position of stepfather and husband whilst ignoring every single red flag the world had to offer, a lot of people called me damn stupid, speaking from without context, just speaking from delusion, whilst ignoring the facts. Once again, it taught me one thing: common sense is not common, and that's exactly the angle that I like to approach these conversations from. The very simple thought that you would think most human beings, most adults, most sensible beings would come to a common ground and just agree on common normal behavior, right? But no, that's not the case. That's not the case. A lot of people thought I was being very hard on the man. But I don't know what you guys are going to think about this one. Okay. This is in Tennessee, where this guy is on the verge of losing an $800,000 house, or maybe split evenly with the wife of only a few months, married after they've been together for only a few months. The details that you're going to hear in this are just shocking. The guy makes over $200,000 a year. We see what the a high value man is always looking for. People put the high value man on a high pedestal. Like, these people are just glorious. Everybody's seeking for such a man. How do you get to making $200,000 a year and you don't have brains? That, my friends, I cannot fathom. Without wasting too much time, let's get into this video.
We filed a complaint for absolute divorce in this matter. It's a very, very short-term marriage. The parties were just married in September of 2023. And what we have, Your Honor, is that the crux of this case, and really the only asset of this marriage, comes down to the parties prior to their marriage purchased a home at 1047 Yellow Creek Highway. My client put down a significant down payment on the home. Well, the down payment was put prior to the marriage, and the purchase was right after the parties married. The property is approximately between $700,000 and $800,000 home, has a significant mortgage on
Sheesh.
it. What we're asking, Your Honor, is for exclusive possession of the home. Mrs. Botnick, again, this is a short-term marriage. Mrs. Botnick has 3 children from prior relationships. In fact, she was with child at the time of the parties' marriage that is not my client's child.
Yo, okay. So we just established cause and we established a case in this situation. We are dealing with a high value man, and you're going to listen to all these details once the video keeps rolling. But think about it. How nasty are you going to be a father to a newborn baby? Whoa, hold on. Step back. To a child that is not yet born, getting married to a woman who's been married 3 times. With the time that you're getting married, that person is also expecting a baby. 3 failed marriages, and you think you're going to be the one who's going to be a savior. When Ty Dolla $ign says, tryna get saved, I ain't gonna save her, tryna get saved, I ain't gonna save her. I really don't know what you man, miss, thinking you're going to be Moses in this relationship. Change her heart, soul, and mind. God sent you in this relationship. Okay.
And she has just finished another custody matter with that child's father. And again, she's not contributing financially. They purchased a vehicle that she is driving. And
She is not contributing financially.
we are asking that she and the children, and she's allowed her mother, Miss Carol Ledford, to move into the home also. So there's 6 people cohabitating in this home, and my client is having to pay all of meet the financial responsibility of the home. So it's our request that she be ordered to vacate the premises, or in the alternative, given the fact that herself, her 3 children, and her mother are living there, that my client pays 1/6, and she pays 5/6 of all the expenses associated with the home. The home, again, we're gonna have an issue. The home has just been purchased. It's very unlikely that there's significant equity. She is not in a position, it's our claim that she's not in a position to buy my client out of the home or get the home refinanced into her own name. But she is not contributing, and she has now begun having extramarital relations, and as a result of that, we want her out of the house.
Why do I feel like this is all on the man? This is all on the guy. You guys might have a different opinion from mine, but that's just where I stand. Why do I feel like this is all on the guy? Because how stupid can you be? Do you understand that men are usually rational beings? Women are very impulsive. Like, they're very impulsive. That's why when you have people selling something, if you are with your partner, all right, so if it's your wife or your girlfriend and you go somewhere and somebody's trying to sell you something, notice how they always approach the woman, or they'll walk to the side of a woman and they'll try to grab the attention of a woman, because they know that women are very impulsive buyers. Like, everything, it's all about what is just being presented like face value. They usually don't think too deep into something, and they'll just respond to that. All right. It takes a lot for a woman to be very rational and dive deep into thoughts. When you hear a woman saying, I'm an overthinker, then you definitely know she is an overthinker. But usually women just like to act on impulse, like act on emotions, and just go with the flow. Whereas with a man, we like to step back and dive deep into thinking. We make calculated moves. That's what we do. That's why it's very easy for a man to cheat a lot before he gets caught. Whereas for women, if she cheats on you and she gets caught, it's just very easy for them, unless she makes calculated moves. At that point, she is very dangerous. And that's why this marriage here has failed, because she got caught very easily. She got easily caught because she just wasn't making calculated moves. But the guy was too stupid, knowing exactly the kind of person that he was getting involved with. He failed to think and remove himself from the situation, but still proceeded to be the simp of the earth and an example of what a weak, high-value man could be. Let's continue.
Go. Connor, just briefly, parties were married September 4th, 2023. The home that they currently reside in was purchased, conveyed to both of them as husband and wife.
September 4th, 2023. Mind you, we're in May 2024.
Joseph Tootle and Jordan Bachnick, by warranty deed, executed September 26, 2023, recorded with the Register of Deeds September 29th, 2023. The approximate purchase price was $800,000. 20% was paid down, which is approximately $160,000.
That's crazy.
Mr. Tootle makes a significantly higher income than Ms. Bachnick. With respect to her children who live there, Mr. Tootle was fully aware that Ms. Bachnick had children when they married, fully
Yeah.
aware that they would be moving into the residence. And with respect to Ms. Bachnick's mother, he agreed that she could move into the residence.
She hit a gold mine.
Our
She did.
position, Your Honor, is that the house is a marital residence. Mr. Tootle has significantly more income than Ms. Bachnick, and we have filed before the court today is a motion to sell the marital residence, and we would propose that upon its sale, the net proceeds be paid into court, and then we can proceed with the divorce in that regard. But
Can you imagine you've worked this hard your entire life, getting to a point where you're making significant amount of money, over $200,000 a year, purchasing an $800,000 house, only to marry for less than 7 months and hold on a second. Only to marry for less than 5 months, finding yourself in a position where you have to split. You have to split what you've worked hard for with somebody that you've only been married to for a short period of time. Okay, man, I just want to hear from you in the comment section. You think this is a case of being manipulated or a stupid man? I have no sympathy for this right now that's going on. And I think this is literally like my opinion and also commentary. I can let the rest of this video just play out without saying anything, literally.
I would submit to the court there's no basis to grant Mr. Tootle exclusive possession of the marital home. Ms. Bachnick's name is on the deed. It's a marital asset. And
Yo.
submit that she's
put
entitled
the-
to reside there.
He put her name
just
on the
as much as
deed.
he is.
Most people would do a prenup.
Then I would call Ms. Botnick.
Most people will have a prenup if you make that much money.
Come on, please.
Let's see how this girl looks like.
Raise your right hand, be placed under oath.
Yeah, I gotta tilt this camera up a little bit. The heck?
State your name, please, ma'am.
Jordan Lindsay Bachnick,
And Ms. Botnick, where do you work?
Envision Healthcare.
And what do you do for Envision Healthcare?
I'm an AP specialist.
And
Well,
what,
please scoot up a little bit towards that microphone
Sorry.
so we make sure it's.
Oh, there. It is the beauty that captured him. That's why everything else underneath that face right there is destroyed. Everything underneath that face right there is all a facade. She has a lot of issues, but they all get captivated. It's like Delilah from the Bible. It's like Medusa. You don't even know which snake is biting you, but you're just going for the beauty. All right, let's go.
I'm an AP specialist,
and what does that mean?
accounts payable. I work for the same company as Joseph.
And what is your rate of pay?
22 an hour.
You
Yo,
work 40 hours a week?
Yes, ma'am.
by the way, do you guys see how men don't really care about so much about what a woman makes as opposed to women literally like caring so much about how much a man makes? Because if it was the other, you know what I mean? Like if it was the flip side of things, a woman is not going to be getting married to no man who makes $22 an hour while she's making $200,000 a year, only to get divorced. And on top of that, he got 3 kids, or he's been married 3 times and got 3 kids, 1 on the way, and gets married to a woman who makes $200,000 a year. Man, what book are we reading? Like, who gave us this manuscript? Why are we so stupid? Like men, why are we so stupid? Why are we not requiring the same things that women are requiring? Because we want to be the provider, the protector, and everything else in between. And on top of that, being stupid. Okay.
And you have 3 children by how many different men?
3.
And how much child support do you get?
I get child support 1 kid
The
and
way she was
$697.
smiling, you can tell
$697 for what child?
she does
1
not care.
child, and I don't get child support from the other 2.
What child do you get the 190?
Sailor, the baby.
And who is Sailor's father?
Nick Ellis.
And that's your youngest child?
Yes, ma'am.
And you were in fact pregnant with Sailor at the time that you married?
No,
Or right after you had just had the child?
I just had him. He was born in June, and I got married in September.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I thought they said one was on the way when she was getting married.
And what sort, you have just settled a lawsuit on paternity with Mr. Ellis?
Yes,
When was that done?
February.
February, she settled a lawsuit.
And what are
from
the names and
last
ages of your other
divorce.
children?
12 and 10. 12-year-old is Ryder.
Wow.
10-year-old is Bryson.
How old are they?
Ryder is 12,
And Bryson is
10.
10.
And Sailor is 10 months. Almost.
She is soulless. Look
When
at
did your
her.
mother move into the home?
She started staying there in October.
October of 2023, right after y'all married in September, is that correct?
Right.
And what was the reason?
She was helping me with the kids, helping us with the kids.
How much does she pay to live there?
She helps with the kids, so in return, she gets to stay there.
Okay, she helps with your children.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
She knows that she hit a jackpot. She knows that she hit a jackpot.
And so you're just giving her free room and board?
For helping me watch the kids.
She moved the mom in and all. Nasty.
What does she do for a living?
She works at Walmart.
So she's capable of paying something to live there?
Well, she's helping me watch the kids.
That's not the question. Is she capable of paying?
In your
something?
lawsuit with Mr. Ellis, did you claim any work-related child care expenses?
Yes.
You did.
No, child care, what are you talking
Child
about?
care expenses, when you calculated child support.
Oh,
did
no.
You didn't
No.
claim any work-related child care expenses?
No.
This was Nicholas Ellis.
It is.
Yes.
I know Mr. Nicholas Ellis. He grew up with my children. I haven't seen him or had any contact with him in the last 20 years probably. So I just want to make everyone aware of the fact that there is some connection. He played on a soccer team with my son and
Yes, sir.
daughter for a while. If that creates a problem, I'll be glad to address that.
We waive any conflict
This
here.
is in a small town somewhere in Tennessee where Judge David D. Wolf presides. So, for them to know each other like that, this is a very small town for sure. And you can tell by the accent somewhere in Tennessee.
Honor.
All right.
Did you, at the point in time, did you admit to your husband that you only married him for financial security?
No.
You sure about that?
Yes.
That's your statement under oath?
Yes.
Did you threaten, at the point in time when he told you he wanted a divorce, did you threaten to throw yourself against the wall so that you could get an order of protection and kick him out of the house?
No.
You allowing your children have you allowed any of your minor children to operate any motor vehicle in and around the property?
I let my son drive down the driveway.
And he ran over shrubs and things, is that correct?
1 shrub.
And that's your 12-year-old or your 10-year-old?
I let my 10-year-old.
Wow.
Your 10-year-old's driving a vehicle
Jeez.
that caused some slight damage to the property, is that
Great
correct?
mom.
He drove down the driveway and ran over a shrub.
Did you replace it?
Round of applause.
No, not yet.
Okay. Do you allow your children
Wow.
to shoot arrows into the drywall of the
No.
home? You didn't sit there and videotape it and laugh
I
at it?
videotaped my son shooting an arrow into a cardboard box.
not into the garage and damaging the property.
No.
What is she raising? The Avengers? She was ready for the Civil War. Oh my God.
Where are your children in school?
Ryder is in middle school.
Your Honor, I want to object to relevance. I mean, we're here for a motion for exclusive possession, and we're getting into, almost like we have a parenting plan. These children
Well,
are.
no, Your Honor, I apologize. The pact is financially, where are the children in school? The issue, we want her to move, where the kids are going to school, whether they're homeschooled, whether they're in public school, how she's spending her money is the reason that I'm asking those questions.
Unfortunately, parties, even on a short-term marriage, bring something before the court regarding financial matters. Every aspect of their life becomes fair game. Overruling objection.
So where are they in school?
Ryder's in middle school at Dixon Middle. Bryson is at Oakmont, and Sailor's a baby.
And your mother stays home and keeps him?
Yes.
Okay.
On Tuesdays and Thursdays, because I have to go into the office.
And then otherwise you work from home?
Yes.
And where is the office
She
located?
got
In
a
Green Hills.
she got a work from home job.
You have health insurance coverage through your employer?
I did. I have dental.
dudes.
I used to have dental.
Man,
I haven't checked on
Who
that.
covers your children for health insurance?
The state.
You make $40,000 a year, live in a $700,000 home, and your children are on TennCare?
Objection leading.
Adverse witness.
Adverse witness rule.
I don't think she's been established as an adverse witness.
40,000
She's answering all
a year.
Ms. Roberts' questions.
Living in a $800,000
She called her on
house.
direct.
Party, so I'm gonna assume or
and
take
you have the
judicial
guts
notice
to
of the fact
screw
that
on your husband.
An adverse party is an adverse party
Man, these
for
people.
purposes of the adverse party rule.
Wow.
Overruled.
Is that correct?
Yes.
It's not on Families First. When was the last, are they on Families First?
No.
They're just on TennCare.
Right.
When did you apply for TennCare?
Whenever I was single.
Beg pardon?
When I was single,
Oh,
And
you
not
been
married.
single before? Wow. I'm shocked.
so it was prior to marriage that they were on it.
And have you updated it?
No, not yet.
Did you disclose that you had the availability of health insurance through your employer for your children?
No.
You still receiving food stamps too?
No.
When did you stop getting food stamps?
Several months ago.
When?
When? Exactly.
October, November.
October of November of 2023?
I
Yes, ma'am.
bet you she tried to apply.
Was it time for you to re-up for your food stamps?
She got denied.
Yes. And I didn't qualify.
And you did not qualify, but
See,
you
I
applied and
know
tried to
it.
continue to get food stamps,
No,
correct?
I did not.
I knew it.
You did not fill out an application?
No, I did not fill out an application.
Have you contributed to the house payment?
No,
Why not?
because I'm paying for everything else.
What is everything else that you're paying
She
for?
paid for.
Groceries to stay in the house, and I pay for all my kids, groceries, clothes, and I filled out a form, basically showing what I do pay for.
Pay any of the utilities?
No,
Pay any insurance on the vehicle you're driving?
yes,
You pay for your insurance
I pay for my insurance
and your vehicle?
on
What
my
kind of-
vehicle,
What kind of vehicle are you driving?
a Tahoe.
2021
pays
Chevy
for
Tahoe?
Insurance on her
ma'am.
vehicle that she
And
makes.
how much are the payments on that?
A little over 1,000.
Who's making those payments?
I am.
When did you start making those payments?
2 months ago. I've made 3 payments so far. So 3 months now.
Wow, $3,000 in the payments.
When did you purchase that vehicle?
August 22nd of 23.
You acknowledge that the down payment on the home came from his separate funds, do you not?
Your Honor, I'm going to object. That calls for a legal conclusion.
How do you make
I object. That
$40,000
calls
you
for a
can
legal
afford a
conclusion as to what separate funds are.
I'll rephrase the question. Did you have any
$1,000
money
payment?
before when the contract was made on this house?
I had my own money.
How much did you have?
At the time, I don't recall how much I had.
Did you pay $160,000 down on this house?
I don't recall.
You don't recall?
No, I didn't put money down on the
Okay,
house.
why did you say you don't recall?
Well, to your question before that.
Objection asked and answered.
Yo,
No.
I like this
I did
woman.
not pay money
She's
on the house.
feisty.
You know that your husband had money that he put down on this house that was not your money.
Right. After we were married, though, he paid money on the house.
And he paid for your attorney, for your paternity actions too, didn't he?
He helped pay for my attorney with Nick.
He paid for you to finish your divorce? That's it. I cannot. It could never be me. There's no way that I'll feel sorry for this dude. There's just no way. The rest of this video, I feel like is gonna waste my time, but I'm gonna go through with it. Like, I'll sit here and listen to this BS, but already I feel like I'm done. Like, my energy is just like listening to her speak, answering these questions. It's like, these are things that you were supposed to know, my G. And the fact that she was over there helping, aiding her in her divorce. He was probably cheating on these other dudes with her.
And how much was that?
Jack, I think that's privileged.
Jack, on what basis?
I'm
Privilege.
going to forward through this.
Third
a
party
little
may
bit.
pay it. They're married.
To demonstrate the financial funds or his separate funds that were used to pay for.
He filed a petition to establish paternity, Mr. Ellis did,
Okay.
correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you asked your husband for help in securing counsel for that, is that correct?
He offered.
Have you ever contributed anything to, other than paying for your children's food? Have you ever contributed anything to the mortgage, to the utilities, to the down payment on this house, or the payment of insurance or taxes on this house at all?
No, ma'am.
That's all.
Sir, you may question your client.
And guys, if you want to like watch the uninterrupted
So
version
you
of
wanna
this
ask the
video,
questions now, or you want to wait?
you can go to
Yeah, I'm gonna
David D. Wolf.
call her on my direct.
All right, now you can say.
Sorry.
You can go to Judge
And I would
David D.
call Mr.
Wolf.
Tootle.
Totally, if you'll come forward.
She's very calm, very unconcerned. She knows that she's on the money.
Raise your right hand, be placed under oath.
Man, well, let's see. Let's have him come
State your
up.
name for me, please, sir.
Joseph Tootle.
And Mr. Tootle, you married Ms. Erin Botnick back in September of 2023, is that correct?
That's correct.
How long had you known her prior to y'all's marriage?
Roughly 7 years.
And do y'all work at the same?
Whoa, hold on a second. Hold on. My G knew this girl. This is what I said. He knew this girl for 7 years. 7 years? So you've been eyeing on this chick. Probably been messing around with this girl. Because for all these 7 years, that's enough time that she has been married to all these other previous 3 husbands. And you've been in the picture for all this time. She had been his side chick for a while. Or maybe, no. He has been her side piece for a while. Let's go.
We do.
Company?
We do.
And what is your role at the company, at Envision?
I'm VP of Accounting Information Systems.
Were you her direct supervisor?
No,
VP.
And y'all became acquainted through your employment, is that correct?
I knew her prior to employment. I helped her get the job.
Okay, how did you know her prior to the employment?
I met her at her work when she worked at Twin Peaks.
At where?
Twin Peaks
Twin Peaks is a bar.
Bar and restaurant.
Yo, all right, case closed. I feel like I'm done. So he dragged this girl from a bar, found her work at his workplace, and thought he was going to get her reformed to a wife. Because he has all this much money, he can just magically change her. He felt like he was Jesus. Amen, Jesus. That's how he felt. I'm I'm the one. I'm the chosen one. I'm the elect. I'm the savior. I'm the anointed. I'm the apostle. I'm Jesus. I can change anybody. Hallelujah. Oh, only to find out that the sickness of the devil was so much stronger than what my dude realized. A whole accountant, vice president, making $200,000 a year. So many women would die to be with him. But no, he wanted just the one. She was the one. Her wits. He got wind of her wits. This beautiful, dazzling thing that I like to set my eyes on every single time I go to the bar. She's beautiful, she's pretty, and she's my side piece. And I love her. I just want to be with her. Yo, it's been 7 damn years that he's been messing around with this girl at the bar. Disappointment. You did this to yourself, my G. No respect. But whatever, let's go.
Restaurant, and we'll just leave it on that, but at any rate, you met her there and got her a job. Did y'all start a romantic relationship at that point in time?
I helped her get a job probably about 2 years ago. We kind of hung out some in between there, from time of meeting till she got the job at our company.
And when did y'all become romantically involved?
Oh.
Throughout the time I've known her, different instances.
And she was having relations with other people during that time too?
Objection leading.
So you was cheating. She was cheating on her husbands with you, my G, and you thought you was going to be the one to reform her. Except, man, this is insane. But all right, let's continue with the rest of the video, guys.
Correct.
Well, the question is, sustained, it was leading, restretch your question.
Are you aware of whether or not, did y'all have an exclusive relationship?
We did not.
Yeah.
At what
He was just in and out. And what made you think if she was able to cheat on all her previous husbands for the lifespan that you've known her for 7 years with you and other people, what made you think that you was going to be the one to lock her down? What really made you think that you were special? Besides your money. That's all it was. That's all it was. That's all it ever was your money. The manions.
what point in time did marriage come into the picture?
Roughly somewhere in July, after she had her child.
Okay. Did you ask her to marry? Was it just a, hey, let's do this? I mean, what was the?
We decided to date, and then as we started dating, we decided that after knowing each other for a period of time, that was the right move to make at that time, because she stated she was in love and wanted to be with me.
Okay. And as a result of that, where were you living at the time?
In Franklin
And where was she living?
and Dixon.
And did she have a home?
Here's why I'm laughing. An accountant is somebody who is very good at math. At least where I come from, most people who pursue accounting jobs are people that are very smart with calculations. But my dude failed to calculate his own entire life.
She had an apartment.
And did you have a home?
I did.
One that you owned?
No, sorry, I was in an apartment as well.
Okay, you rented and she rented.
She rented and I rented. Correct.
My
And so y'all decided to get in, she professed her love and you hers, and y'all decided to get married, and you start looking for a place to live.
Started looking for a place prior to that. Somewhere in July, we talked about looking for a place, so we were looking prior to being married.
Okay. And you found a home on Yellow Creek Highway,
Correct.
okay? And it's a very nice home. When y'all purchased it, did you enter into a contract prior
And
to?
don't leave it with us.
When did you enter into a contract to purchase the property?
in August, and I put down earnest money in August.
How much did you put down?
It's $10,000 in earnest money
And then when was the closing scheduled?
for September 26th,
And y'all married when?
September 4th.
And on the 26th, was there a closing on that piece of property?
Correct, there
Was
was.
it placed in joint names?
Yes,
Was there money put down on the house?
roughly 160 plus the 10,000
And where was the source of that?
$170,000.
came from my income. 120 was in savings, 40 I took a loan against my 401k.
Oh my God. Oh my dude. $140,000 in savings, $120,000 in savings, $40,000 he took a loan against his 401k. Only to be married less than 5 months, and she takes some of it home with her. She's gonna have a chunk of money.
Is there
That
still
is
a loan on
crazy,
the
guys.
401k?
Yes. Comes out of my paycheck month.
How much did y'all purchase the home for?
It was 760,
And what is the monthly payments?
4,200.
Ooh.
That doesn't include insurance and taxes.
And that's going to be my next, was insurance and taxes escrowed in?
It was not escrowed in.
So other than when you purchased it in September, the down payment that you made, are you familiar with any other increases in value?
I gotta forward this.
Did you pass this to him?
I have to forward some of this.
Go up, is that correct?
Possession leading.
Do you know, and that's the 1,050, and that's the
That's
vehicle
correct.
she's driving?
He's an idiot.
To the-
About that prior to her moving in?
I was told she was coming to visit, and then after she'd been there for a little bit, she basically said that she was going to stay there through the winter because it was cold. She has a pull-behind trailer that she has property on.
You got married September 4th, 2023.
Correct.
Yeah, let's hear him ask him some few
You knew
questions.
she had an infant child at that time, correct?
Correct.
You knew she had 2 other children, ages 12 and 10, correct?
Correct.
Yeah,
And you knew they would be residing in the house with you and your wife, correct? You did?
Yes, correct.
All right.
jeez.
So you didn't have a problem with that?
No.
And you testified that you like her kids?
Yes.
I cannot take this seriously.
Now,
There's
with
just no way.
respect to her mother, you and
There's
Ms.
no life in
Bachnick had a
that.
conversation about her mother coming to live there, correct?
Coming to visit.
And then subsequently, you had a conversation about her mother continuing to stay there, and you agreed to it.
We agreed she could stay until winter was over.
So it's your testimony that you and Ms. Bachnick had a discussion where you agreed that her mother would just come there for a very short period of time until winter. Is that your testimony?
Yeah, my testimony is that we talked about it. Being newlywed, I agreed to do it. It would upset my wife.
What did you specifically agree to? When was her mother supposed to move out?
He just said till winter.
They said after winter, so I'm assuming after winter is March, April.
That's an assumption, isn't it?
It is an assumption.
After winter.
Right.
All right. Do you like Ms. Bachnick's mother?
I do. We get along.
Okay. So no issue there. You agree that she helps out with the children and that you like the children.
Correct.
I want to talk about this shooting of a bow and arrow in the garage.
All right.
Used to hunt deer with.
Oh, that is
Not a crossbow arrow, not a toy arrow. It's a real hunting arrow.
the Avengers.
So Ryder is shooting at this target, correct?
Correct.
And he misses, and the arrow goes into the wall. Is that
Thanos.
correct?
I'm
All right.
I didn't measure.
Oh, this is the.
40% of my salary.
It's yeah.
Your track
Oh, this
record is
doesn't
that
matter.
you've gotten bonus for years and years.
Yes.
Without
All right. Let's
2 years
rewind
ago,
this.
I'm saying it's been years.
years. $1 bonus.
Right. And bonus
Okay.
is not guaranteed.
So you testified that you make gross approximately $190,000 a year.
That's salary without
Sheesh.
bonus. And bonus is
Okay.
not guaranteed though.
Okay, so you make-
So this is
$190,000
based
a year.
on my guaranteed income.
Okay, so you make more than $190,000?
Yes,
Okay.
on a good year.
Okay, well, let's talk last year. What was your bonus last year?
Bonus was 40% of my salary.
Okay, give me a number.
40% of 180 at the time, so I don't know, what's that, 70,000
So you got $70,000 bonus, so,
minus taxes, 35%.
okay, but you said 180,000 and a $70,000 bonus.
Right,
That's $250,000.
but I don't get it at the end of the year.
That's a huge
Right.
cut in taxes, though. That's
It's paid
crazy.
quarterly, just for the record.
When's the last time you didn't get a bonus?
Well, 40% is not what you get all the time. Sometimes you get 20%.
That wasn't my question. When's the last time you didn't get a bonus?
I haven't had it's been a couple of years.
So you didn't get a bonus 2 years ago?
I'm saying it's been years.
Years.
Yeah,
Okay.
bonus. It's based on at that time.
All right, guys. Honestly, I'm sorry. There's just no way that I can continue watching this video. Later on, the girl talks about she gets questioned about sleeping with, other men, and she found out through a therapist that she didn't love him when she did therapy. There's just not enough in me to sit down here and watch 2-hour-long video whilst watching a man making a fool of himself simply because he fell in love with this Delilah here. Honestly, can you blame this girl? The guy knew exactly what he was getting himself into. Okay, there is just not enough in me to say that she did this to him. People might look at this situation otherwise, but I just don't blame this girl like 100%. That would be unfair to me to say, she is a gold digger. No. He knew exactly the kind of girl she was. He was cheating with this girl on the previous husband she had, and then other partners she was messing around with, and he just happened to be one of the side dudes, the sugar daddy, based on the amount of money he's been making and meeting the girl in the bar. This guy tried to play a calculated move by finding her a job. I can guarantee that he probably is the reason she got divorced from the last marriage, because he felt like, I can bring her closer to me, only to find out that she was not the type that he needed to settle down with. Once again, there's just not enough in me to make any type of justification and try to paint a very bad picture about this girl. I think she did exactly what she was supposed to do. From the type of a girl she is, he already knew from the get-go, and he decided to wife her. Like, what was he expecting? At what point do we begin to be accountable as men? Like, at what point do we really begin to be accountable as men? You are a whole accountant over there, making over $200K a year. All right. But you fail to do basic math at life. Men like him, they probably grew up being rejected from women. And he thought he can pay his way out to finding a life partner. It doesn't matter whether she has children. I'll take care of all of them because I can. I'm a nerd. Like, I was not able to get women growing up, but I can buy one, only to find out that, hey, it's going to cost him more than he thought. Got more than what he bargained for. Make sure that go check out my song, Temptation by King of Africa, on every streaming platform. Also follow me if you're not subscribed yet to my channel. I'll see you guys next time. If you want to go and watch the full video, I'm going to put the link in the description below where you guys can watch the full video, but there's just not enough in me to continue watching and reacting to this. All right, guys. Peace.